Hello everyone, welcome back. I just realized I forgot to plug my laptop in and we're going to run out of battery soon, so just let me do that for a second. Okay, we're good. We have power now. Risk of running out of battery. So welcome to my weekly live stream where we talk about new makeup releases and I discuss whether I want to pick them up or whether I don't. And you guys can jump on in the chat and let me know your thoughts on the products that I'm going to be talking about. So generally I just grab whatever from Instagram. So I generally follow like Trend Mood. I also follow the Beauty News channel and Indie Makeup Spotlight and Indie Mood. So those are like the four main channels I follow when it comes to new releases on Instagram, and I just check it like every day and see what else has been released. What else was I going to say? I don't think there was any, I can't remember what else I was going to say. If you hear any weird noises very shortly, it's my washing machine. My washing machine is going mental at the moment and it makes my pipes in my house really, really loud. So if you hear any weird, like loud knocking or banging noises very shortly, it's my washing machine. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. So just a forewarning for you. Let me grab up my saved items on Instagram and then we can start talking about the new releases. So for anyone that's new, I've been doing these weekly. So that way it doesn't make it such a big live stream by the end of the month. And I think going forward, I might continue to do this weekly because you seem to enjoy it on a weekly basis. So I potentially might just do it as a weekly or a fortnightly thing going forward rather than just once a month. So make sure if you're watching the replay or if you're jumping on in soon, you let me know if you would prefer it on a weekly, a fortnightly or a monthly basis, and I can rejig my schedule accordingly. Most Sundays I'm not really doing anything anyway, so I've been enjoying hanging out with you guys. Starting off with the new collection from CoverGirl. So this is her Majesty eyeshadow collection. Now there's 4 new palettes in this collection. So we have the Reign, Revolution, Overthrown, and Ascension palettes. These palettes look really, really weird. I have a feeling that these may be exclusive to Walmart though. I'm not sure whether they're exclusive to Walmart or whether they're just available at Walmart now. So these palettes to begin with have different sized pans, which for one is one thing that's going to drive me mental with this palette. The second thing is that there is a lot, and I mean a lot, of vacant space in these palettes. So yeah, I really like the outer packaging. Like I like the cover on them, but I'm not going to pick them up. Definitely not. I think this is something that I can very well miss, and there's nothing in this collection that would really complete something that's missing in my collection. So I'm going to give it a pass. And yeah, the color stories in these palettes don't do it for me. No. I'm going to pass on that. Next, we have the Zodiac palette for the Taurus star sign. So this is a greenish palette. So we have a bright green. We have like a bright lime green in there, and then some goldy colors, some browns, like a khaki kind of green. I don't hate this palette, but it's definitely not for me. Definitely won't be picking this one up. Once again, with the Zodiac palettes, there's so much empty space that drives me crazy with these palettes. But I think this is better done than some of the other Zodiac palettes. I just don't think that this is for me. I think this is probably the best Zodiac palette out of what they've released so far, but I'm still not going to buy it. I still don't like the idea of this giant highlighter in the middle of the palette. That still drives me crazy, that whole concept. And when I think about these palettes, when I think about these palettes, I think they could have been done so much better. I think if they went along the lines of similar to what Colourpop's doing with their monochromatic palettes, I think it could have been done so much better with these collections if they went more along that line than what they're doing. What they're doing, they just seem to be hoping something will stick, and it's not. It's not. I don't think I've seen a single person like jump up and down and cheer hooray for any of these palettes just yet. So I'm hoping that maybe by the end of the year there might be a good one that they've released in this collection, but so far it's not hitting the mark. Huda Beauty have released some highlighting products. So these are the Not Your Mama's Pantyhose highlighters. So these are a body highlighter, and I'm not sure how I feel about these. I think there's definitely some beautiful colors. There's only 3 colors, so there's like a light, a medium, and a deep one. There's definitely some beautiful colors, and the swatches of all 3 of these look beautiful on the skin. But like all the other body highlighting or body shimmering products that have been released, it's not really for me. I don't think that they would suit me all that well. I think out of these, though, the Luna probably would definitely, it's obviously targeted for my skin tone, but comparing these to any of the other shimmering products I've seen that have been released recently, I think the Luna one for a paler skin tone would look the best out of all of them. Like, I think it would be really pretty on the skin. It's just not something that I traditionally do with my skin. I generally don't use anything like this. I think it could be really pretty though. The other thing that I've noticed with this collection is the like advertising reels from Huda. She actually uses this like all over her face, which intrigues me. I know obviously she's called it a body highlighter, so it's not restricted to the body, but yeah, I don't know. The next thing that I want to talk about is something that I want so much. Like, I saw this and I was like, yes, 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 yes. This is screaming my name, and it is the new Linda Hallberg. I think it's called the Spectral palette or the Spectrum palette. This palette looks beautiful. It looks so beautiful. I want this palette so bad. So it's the Spectral palette, and it is $59 US. You can get it on Beauty Bay already. I haven't picked this one up yet because I don't really have the money to pick it up at the moment. So I think this is going to be one palette that when I get paid, I'm going to buy it straight away. If it's still in stock, hopefully, fingers crossed it's still in stock. It's beautiful. Here's the swatches. I know this palette, when it got released, for a lot of people, they were kind of like, yeah, like it's not really doing it for me. But I just think this palette is beautiful, and Linda Hallberg's products are like top notch. I definitely want this palette. I think it will definitely fill a gap in my collection with the pastels. I want it so bad. I want this palette so bad. I have no idea how much it would be in Australian dollars. Actually, let's do a little bit of research while we're here. I'm just going to open up Beauty Bay in another tab on my computer, and we can see how much it is. And if it's already sold out. Let's see if it's already sold out. So it is 90 Australian dollars, and on Beauty Bay that would get you free shipping. So $90 for a 8-pan eyeshadow palette is on the pricey side, but in terms of Linda Hallberg's prices, it's pretty like, in my opinion, it's pretty standard. Her 4-pan eyeshadow palettes are like $59. So I think that's pretty standard for Linda Hallberg's prices. This is definitely going on my wish list. I want this palette so bad. I think it looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Kylie Cosmetics are coming out with some new brow products. So they are bringing out a brow pomade, a brow pencil, a brow gel, and a brow powder. This is launching on the 29th of April, so that is tomorrow. No, it'll be the next day because it'll be American timing. So in 2 days' time, I mean, her eyebrows look good in the highlight reel. They've called it the Kybrow. Her eyebrows look really good in the highlight reel, but I'm not going to pick any of this up. It doesn't really interest me. It doesn't grab my attention, but I mean, if you're a Kylie fan, it's there, and I think it's cool that she's expanding her line a bit more. Next are the LA Girl Hot Heat palettes. So there are 2 palettes in this collection, 16-pan eyeshadow palettes each. And we have a, did it say what they're called? We have this one here, which is very pretty. Very, very pretty. And then this one, which is a more pinky, nudie palette. I think you can get LA Girl from Glamrator in Australia. Not sure if they'll be getting these palettes. I'd imagine they would be. These are really pretty for an LA Girl color palette. And I like the fact that there's like no real double ups in colors. These palettes look really pretty. I think if you're looking for a more affordable option, these could be it. I'm just trying to find a price to see. Oh, look at those. It's another swatch of the more purpley palette. They're very pretty. So this is called the Aloha Vibes palette. And what's the other one called? These are very pretty. This might be something that I might pick up from LA Girl just to try out their eyeshadow formula and see what it's like. Very pretty. So this is also, oh, hang on. No, I think these are already out. Yeah, so these are already available. They're very pretty. That purple palette is very pretty. Oh, I got a tickle. I need to sneeze. Next, Becca are coming out with skincare. So actually, I think this is more to their line that they already have. So we have the Brighten and Blur Primer, the Glow Shield Prime and Set Mist. Is that all? So these must be in addition to the line. I'm not really interested in trying anything from Becca skincare. I mean, it's cool additions to their line, but it doesn't really interest me. I think the packaging is really cool. Next we have another Makeup Revolution palette. Makeup Revolution are coming out the wazoo at the moment. They need to calm their tits. Like, they're releasing so much at the moment. So this is a palette in collaboration with Kami. I don't know who Kami is. I've never watched or seen them. But it is a eyeshadow palette with mattes and shimmers and a cream to powder hybrid. That's interesting. Very interesting. The swatches, like, they look pretty. If you guys have seen my Makeup Revolution first impressions that I did of the Tammy palette, the Tropical Carnival palette. I am actually wearing it on my eyes today. I think it looks a little bit better than it did in that video. Definitely works better with a sticky base, which I don't really enjoy working with a sticky base all that much, but it definitely makes the eyeshadows perform a bit better. I'd imagine that this would probably be a similar fact with this palette. This cream to powder hybrid interests me. Okay, we've sneezed, we're good now, we can move on. This palette is going to cost 18 Australian dollars, so I think that's a really good price. For a 20 pan eyeshadow palette, I think $18 is a very fair price. Makeup Revolution do require a bit more work though, and sometimes I just don't feel like putting that work in. I just want an eyeshadow that just works rather than one that I have to go to all this extra trouble to get to work. So I don't think I'll be picking this one up. The colors don't really grab my attention either, but the hybrid cream to powder shadows, that does interest me. I would like to know what they're like, but everything else is a bit eh. Next, Face Halo are coming out with their body halo. So it is just a giant version of their face halo, so you can use it on your body as a body scrub mitt. I think this is a pretty cool idea, but I don't think in theory it's going to work all that well. I know a lot of people have said this, the smaller face halos, it has kind of like a plastic kind of disc inside, and that plastic disc kind of prevents you from getting like into the smaller areas of your face to get rid of your makeup. I think that's probably going to be the case with the body halo. It might be a bit difficult if they do have like that plastic inside to make it hold its shape. It might prevent you from getting into the nooks and crannies. So I think that might be a bit of a problem as well. So I don't know. I think it's a cool idea. I think this would be good if you are someone that tans. It helps you cover a bigger area and able to scrub off your dead skin and all that. $30 for a giant one. I think it kind of sits nicely on the hand, like it's a whole size of your hand, and you just slide it on into the glove. I think it's a cool idea, but I don't think I'll pick it up. I don't know. I don't know what the texture would be like on this. I'm imagining it's going to be a bit coarser than the face halos, just so you do get more of that scrubbing action. Than the face halo is more designed to remove your makeup gently, whereas this is supposed to be a body scrub. So, yeah. Ulta 3 have dropped a new glow up collection. So in this collection, there is a contour palette. There's illuminating drops in 2 shades. There's a bronzer powder duo, a highlight powder duo, a blush powder duo, cream contour stick, cream blush stick, and cream highlighter stick. I think that this collection is very interesting from Ulta 3. Ulta 3 you can get from, I think, Terry White Chemists in Australia. These are all really reasonably priced. So I think there's a Terry White Chemist where I go to get my hair done. So I think potentially next time I go there, I might have a look and see if they have any of this and maybe pick up some of it to try. And that way I can let you guys know if it's any good. It's only like the eyeshadow palette. The contour palette is only $12.95, which I think is a really fair price. The powder duos are $10.95. The stick products, so the cream products, are $9.95. I think this is all really reasonably priced. Ulta 3 is a very reasonably priced brand. I haven't really tried anything from Ulta 3 yet, so I'm interested to see what these are like. I think I've tried some of their nail polishes, but I haven't actually tried any of their powder. I haven't actually tried any of their makeup products, so I'm definitely going to check these out when I go to the hairdresser next. Hourglass are releasing some Unreal High Shine Volumizing Lip Glosses. There are a lot of shades in this collection, and some of them are very, very pretty colors. I'm particularly interested in like the Halo and the Child color. The Halo is Halo is the clear color at the top here, and Child is the 1 second from the top. I think these could be really nice, pretty everyday colors, or even just to top over lipsticks. So I'm interested to see what those ones are like. I would imagine that these are somewhat minty to give you that volumizing effect. So I'm interested to see what they're like and what they feel like on the lips. It does say lips appear fuller but never fake without the stinging of traditional lip plumpers. So that really interests me, because some of those lip plumpers, the Too Faced one, it burns your lips. So I'm interested to see what this one feels like on the lips. Some of the darker colors are really pretty as well. They look almost similar to like the opacity of the butter glosses. So I'm very interested in these ones. I'm not sure. They are $30 US, so we're probably looking about 50 Australian dollars for one lip gloss, which I don't think is too bad. They do look like a pretty big sized tube. Not sure if these, I would imagine these have a doe foot applicator as well. I think Hourglass traditionally go for doe foot applicators. Oh, they have different classes as well. They've got a sheer shimmer, an opaque shine, and a soft pearl finish on each of these. I'm very interested in these. I'm going to check them out. Next, we have the new ColourPop and Makeup Shayla collection. So let me just scroll further up in my saved items, because I actually saved the proper photos of it rather than the video. So there's a eyeshadow palette, a 9-pan eyeshadow palette, powder blushes, satin lips, lip pencils, and lip bundles in this set. I'm not going to pick up any of this. I'm not really interested in any of it. I think the palette definitely does have some pretty colors in it, but nothing that really grabs my eye. This blue down the end here, I'm really digging like navy blues at the moment. That one's really pretty, but everything else in the palette's a bit meh for me. And then the blushes, I'm interested to try maybe some of the ColourPop pressed blushes, but these two colors, I don't think they're going to really suit me. The lip kits look cool. I don't really like the pairings that they've done. The lip liners look very dark compared to the lip colors. I don't really like that look on my lips at all. And you can get the PR kit for $49, which is a pretty reasonable price, I think. Now, let me just scroll back down to where I was. So next is the Sugar Pill. They have a new Love Bites collection. So we have 2 sparkling gloss stains and then 2 matte liquid lip colors. These are similar to the Ciate glitter flips that I spoke about in my gimmicky products this week. I think they're pretty colors, but I just wouldn't get anywhere out of them. The top one, the No Thanks, I think would be way too dark for me. It'd be very brown. And then next I have colors like this, and same with, what is it, TTYN and Swipe Left. they're too metallic for my liking. I don't think this is what they look like on the lips. I don't think I'm going to really be, definitely not going to be picking these ones up. I don't have anywhere to wear anything like this. No thanks. Moving on, Fasali have the this new hydrating base mask. So it's a 10-minute facial for flawless skin. This is a no rinse face mask that leaves skin buttery soft and radiant and supple. So this is a daily face mask. Right, okay. This is an interesting product. It's 62 US dollars. It looks very interesting, very cool. I haven't tried anything from Fasali, and I was very interested until this past week. My friend and I went to Sephora in Brisbane, and I smelt one of these Fasali, the drops, and it smelt so bad. And I was like, I'm not putting that on my face. That is not going anywhere near my face. It smelled so rank. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm going to pass on these. I don't know whether it was the product had gone bad or something, but it smelled so bad in my eyes. It was disgusting. So I'm not sure how I feel about Fasali products now since trying that, and it didn't really do anything to my skin. I feel like the Fasali line is just purely for looks, just so people can like drip it on their face to make themselves look cool on Instagram. Yeah, I don't look cool on Instagram anyway, so I don't need anything like that. Maybe I should get them to help me like up my Instagram game. This is interesting. I like this concept, and I think it's a cool product. I'm just not sure how it would go. And I have oily skin as well, so it's probably not going to work anyway. Moving on, Huda Beauty have released some new lip sets. So these come with a full-size lip contour, a mini matte liquid lipstick, and a mini demi-matte liquid lipstick. So I'd be interested to try the demi-matte formula from Huda, but I have already tried the matte, and it's just way too matte for my lips. So I would be wasting half the pack if I picked these up. They do have some nice color combinations though in these sets. I think if you can handle the Huda matte formula, these could be some pretty cool little sets for you to pick up and be able to try different colors, as it comes with like a matching lip liner, matching matte, and a matching demi-matte, but I don't like the matte formula, so it'd be a waste for me. They are 25 US dollars each. I think that's a pretty fair price when you get three lip products and one being a full size, and the minis, like you're never going to go through a mini. So I think it's a pretty fair price, $25 for these little kits. And they do come with the Huda lip cases. If it focuses. Yeah, so these are like the tins that they came out with Christmas or the Christmas before, but in like a clear plastic. I keep bumping the mute button on my mic. So Glam Glow have come out with a new mask, and this is the Berry Glow Probiotic Recovery Mask. Now, I am intrigued. The packaging is pretty cool. It's like this pink raspberry color. And the product, it's just like a cream with those, looks like almost like a body scrub with microbeads in it, but obviously it's not microbeads. So it's a moisture mask that is formulated to instantly boost skin's health and restore radiance. It's got hyaluronic acid, jojoba oil, and probiotics in it. I mean, it's got a few cool things in it. It's got beach and hibiscus as well. And the tagline is, it's like a smoothie for your face. $49 for this. And can I see how much you get? Looks like a 75ml bottle. So I don't think that's too bad, particularly when it comes to Glam Glow prices. Their products can be very pricey sometimes. So I'm interested in this product. Maybe I could potentially get a sample from Sephora and see what it's like. I'm a little bit off Glam Glow at the moment. I feel like they're just a hyped up brand and not necessarily the best for your skin. I think they do have some good products in their line, but I think the hype around them is not really worth it considering how much you pay for their products. I don't know. I think you can get better skincare for cheaper, and you can definitely find some good, like their famous ones like the drawing mud mask and the peeling mask. I think you can find products like that at drugstore or Priceline for a lot cheaper, and they kind of do the same thing. Next, we have the Guerlain Terracotta Bronzer. This is the summer 2019 edition. It's got like this cool bamboo compact and the weird like color imprint on the pan. I'm definitely not going to pick this up. This is going to be way too much money. It's $67. Oh my gosh. So this is an environmentally sound wooden compact using wood from PEFC approved sustainability managed forests. That's a mouthful and a half. I think that's cool. I think that's a really cool like idea. I think this is going to be way too orange for my skin though, particularly because it's got the orange and the golden bit in the paisley print. I think it's going to pull really orange on my skin. So I'm going to pass on this, particularly being $67. I'd imagine that'd be US dollars. So that's like $90 to $100 for a bronzer. And it's quite small. These terracotta bronzers, I think, are quite small from what I've seen. It's pretty. I like the packaging, but I'm not going to buy it. There's a new brand at Ulta, and this is Uoma Beauty. I don't know. I'm probably butchering that. So these guys have come out with a range of complexion products by the looks of it. So we have 51 shades of foundation. We have 18 shades of the concealer. We have 6 shades of double-ended contour and highlight sticks. We have some eyeliners, lipsticks in 16 shades. We have lip glosses in 8 shades, metallic lipsticks in 6 shades, and 3 different eye palettes. The packaging of this brand is really cool. I think it's really cool. It's quite trendy right now, the neon packaging. They have looks like we've got 6 different like undertones, and it says for the complexion they use the Fitzpatrick scale. I don't really know what that is. If you know, enlighten me in the comments please, because I've never heard of that before. But it looks like the different like shade tones or shade undertones are different colors, which is pretty cool. The imprint on these lipsticks looks very similar to the what's her name? The Lisa Eldridge lipsticks that she brought out. Like it's got that kind of velvet imprint on the outside. How cool is that? Like metallic red bullet. Beautiful. This is the lip glosses are in a metallic blue. The packaging is like the colors are very on trend at the moment. And then the eyeshadow palette, that looks really cool. Look at that artwork on that palette. It's beautiful. Stunning. And then these are the complexion products. So I think every different like class of their shade range has a different colored cap, which is cool. That makes it a little bit easier to find what you're looking for. I like this. I think it's an ultra exclusive though, so it probably won't come to Australia for a very, very long time. And I think that this is a black-owned brand. I think. Let me have a look. Yes, it is. Very cool. I like the idea. I think it's very cool. She is beautiful. Looks like she has a Pomeranian. She's beautiful. The owner of this brand is stunning. Look at her little puppy. That's obviously not her, but that's her puppy. How cute is her puppy? She is stunning. She's beautiful. Look at her puppy. I love how this has just turned into me like Googling over someone else's puppy. Beautiful. I'm interested in this brand. I think it's a very cool brand. And I hope it kind of takes off. I hope it does well. I'm interested to see how her like foundations wear, what her eyeshadows are like, and all that jazz. Next is from Good Molecules. So Good Molecules is the Beautylish brand. And they have released a cleansing balm. So this is what it looks like. Very simple packaging with this brand. It's very similar to The Ordinary. It's like Beautylish's kind of competitor in-house brand to The Ordinary. This cleansing balm is only $15. I'm very interested in this product, but I don't traditionally like cleansing balms. So I'm hoping they come out with a cleansing oil. If they come out with cleansing oil, I'm there, I'll try it. But I don't traditionally like cleansing balms. But if you do like cleansing balms, I think you should check this one out. I think you probably would like it. So far, I have enjoyed the one product that I've tried from Good Molecules, and I'm very tempted to pick up some more of their skincare once I run out of that product. Moving on to a product from Estee Lauder, we have the Bronze Goddess collection. So this collection comes with a face and eye palette, and it also comes with their, what's it called? Their Bronze Goddess bronzer. So the packaging, this palette here, like it's pretty cool how they've got it designed. I definitely don't think I'll pick anything up from this collection. Estee Lauder doesn't really interest me, to be honest. Let me see if I can find some swatches of this stuff. Maybe. Probably not. No, it doesn't look like they have any swatches on their Instagram page. Sorry. Yeah, like the palette looks pretty, but it's not really my aesthetic, so I'm going to give it a miss. I would probably use it more as a face palette than an eyeshadow palette, but that's just me. Moving on to something that has really grabbed my attention. Bare Minerals have come out with a new like highlighter range. It's called their Clean Glow collection. These look beautiful. Like these look so beautiful. So they have the Endless Glow highlighters. They have the Bare Pro Glow highlighters, the Endless Summer bronzers, the Bare Pro Glow bronzers, and the Dew Mist setting spray. So this is what the whole range looks like. But this looks pretty boring when you look at just this. Let me just show you the swatches. Can you not? So these are some of the swatches. Oh my gosh, they look stunning. These highlighters look beautiful. They look amazing. I just want this camera to focus so you can see it in all its beauty. Can you focus? Anyway, these look beautiful. They look absolutely beautiful. I'm trying to figure out which ones, the ones at the top, so this square and this one over here, they both, like, they just swatch beautifully. So I am definitely going to be checking these out when they come to Mecca. I think this range looks absolutely stunning. I think they look beautiful on the skin. I'm so excited to check this out. They're not too badly priced. So they're like $29 US, $28 US for the mist. So everything else in the range is $29 and $28 for the mist. And it looks like they have, I think the Bare Pro ones are the ones that are cream, and then they have the powder options, and then they have the they have powders. I think half of the collection is powders and half is cream. They look beautiful. They look so beautiful. I'm so keen to check out this range when it comes to Mecca. I hope it comes really soon because they look beautiful. They look so beautiful. Next, we have Paul & Joe Beauty. So they have come out with a new lipstick and a eye color duo. Paul & Joe have like the really cute lipstick. So this is shaped like a cat. How beautiful is that lipstick? If I got this, I would never want to wear it. So I'm not going to buy it for that. I think the color is really cute. I like the color. It's a bit simple. I'm not going to pick it up, but I do think that the little cat is really cute. Next is from Ciate London. Now, they've come out with a new foundation. So this is the first foundation they've ever released in their line. My friend and I actually saw this in Mecca when we were there last week. So it's already out in Mecca if you want to check it out. It is like a dewy foundation. The color range is not the best, but I think it could be cool if you like a more glowy foundation. Yeah, it looks nice, but yeah, the colors were a little bit off. I don't know, it might be that Mecca's not stocking all the colors because this is like the color range, and I am almost certain that Mecca did not have this many colors. So I think that might be the problem. But we did swatch porcelain. I'm sure we swatched porcelain, and it just didn't, it seemed way too dark for my skin. So yeah. Does it also come with a, this is a 50 ml bottle as well. That's pretty huge for a foundation. And it also comes in one of those tubes with the pump on it, which I love. I love foundation packaging like that. I think it's the best way to get like the most out of your product. Yeah. If I could wear glowy foundations, I would definitely check this one out. It's $67 from Mecca, so it's pricey, but in terms of other foundations at Mecca, it's not too pricey. I think it's a fair price. Next, we have Sigma have come out with some new eyeshadow bases. Yawn. This is what they look like, and the colors. So these just look like cream eyeshadow sticks, but they're calling them eyeshadow bases. You can use any cream product as an eyeshadow base, just FYI, in case you didn't know that. Yeah, these are a bit boring. Definitely a bit boring. I'm not going to go out of my way to purchase these from Sigma. $15 each, so they've added 3 new shades. Cool. Cool. And this one popped up just before I jumped on, and it is the new Inglot Freedom System Partylicious palette. So it contains 10 shades of creamy pigment eyeshadows. So these almost look like a pressed pressed glitter. This is what the swatches look like. They look pretty, but I think they'd be too chunky for my liking. This is the colors that come in the palette. I don't think they're the worst ones that I've ever seen. I don't know. I'd have to swatch this in person because the palette, when it sits like this, does look very pretty, but the swatches don't really seem to do it justice in my eyes. And if they're like duochromy, I understand why, because they are very hard to picture duochromes. But yeah, it's a bit disappointing. I had high hopes for this palette. That's it. That's in my like saved list. Just gonna jump across to see if there's anything new on the gram. Have I already? Yeah, I've already talked about that. That's the new Marc Jacobs line. Spoke about that last week. Did you guys have you guys seen the video of Nikki tutorials with Snoop Dogg? And that's where she's like talking about the new range, but Snoop Dogg does her voiceover. Did anyone else think that was really, really weird? The whole thing, the whole video was really weird in my eyes. Doesn't seem to be anything mainstream. I'm just going to check out. Oh, there was a few indie products that I wanted to talk about. So Touch of Glam have sneak peeked their new multi-shift color, and it's Autori, I think, Autori. I don't know how to pronounce it. These look really beautiful. I'm very tempted to try something from Touch of Glam. I think when it comes around to the Black Friday sales, I think I'm definitely going to put Touch of Glam on my list of brands to pick something up from. I think they have really good sales at Black Friday, like 40 or 50% off. So I'm very intrigued. We also have some new pigments from Peaches Makeup. Let me just see if there's any swatches, because it just seems to be photos of the packaging. These are beautiful. This is a look that they did using some of the... That's beautiful. Green, if you are into greens, you're going to love these. Oh, they're very pretty. Very, very pretty. And they're very reasonably priced. They're like £6.95 or £18 for the set of 3. Alien Cosmetics have released their new Summer on Earth palette. So this is available for pre-order. This is very pretty, but not for me. I need to sneeze again. Oh gosh. Some of their shade names are very cute. I'm not going to pick this one up though. It's only $25 for the pre-order, and it's going to be $30 once it's released. Lethal Cosmetics has released a new eyeshadow color called Enigma. This is so pretty. How pretty is that? I want to see a swatch. Let me see if I can find a swatch of it. That's so pretty. I think that's it. I think it's the second one from the end. So this one here. I think that's it. Enigma. Even those 4 colors. How pretty are those 4 colors? It's like my perfect quad. They are so pretty. I've heard good things about Lethal Cosmetics. I'd really like to try them one day as well. I'm going to try it all. Got to catch them all. We've talked about Linda Hallberg and her amazing new palette. Davina Cosmetics have got a new multi-chrome. No, they have a collection of multi-chrome. So this is Manilos and Morphina. I think I spoke about these last week. I'm pretty sure I did because I butchered the name last week as well, but they are very pretty duochrome colors. And what else have we got? Just spoke about the Alien palette. I think I spoke about the Sydney Grace bundle last week, but I really want this bundle. If you're into greens, then this palette is the palette for you. Well, it's a bundle. It's a 9 eyeshadow bundle, so you'd have to stick it in a palette if you've got an empty palette, but it's so pretty. New color from Give Me Glow. Oh, that's pretty. That is very pretty, that color. And then we have what else have we got? I think now we're getting back into colors that I have already, makeup I've already spoken about. Ooh, Ace Beauté have released or sneak peeked a new palette, being the Oceanic palette. Packaging's beautiful. Hope it's got lots of like blues and greens in it. That'd be so cute. I think that's probably about it. Not really anything else that's grabbing my attention that I really want to talk about. Oh, these are pretty. I say that and then I find something else. These are all new shades from Give Me Glow. I just showed you this one here, but the rest of them, how pretty are they? Oh my gosh. There we go. How pretty are they? So pretty. These indie brands need to stop bringing out cool stuff because I want it all. I think that's about it for today. We'll end it shorter. It's going to be a shorter stream today than normally is because there wasn't really that much that was released this week. The last couple of weeks have been like full on. The last couple of weeks have been full on, and then this week seemed to die down a little bit. There are a few things that are coming out at Mecca, I think, this week. I think Mecca on the 2nd of May have their like big monthly release, and I might go through them next week, next Sunday, and just kind of maybe give you a little sneak peek of what I picked up and just tell you my thoughts on a few of the other new things that were released like in that collection. Let me just make sure that they haven't already released it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the 2nd of May that they said that they were going to be releasing the new stuff. So in that collection is going to be like the Hoodwitch collection with Smashbox, the Urban Decay Game of Thrones collection, and a few other bits and pieces that I've heard them say will be released. And it's all going to be on the 2nd of May. So when that pops up on the website, I will let you guys know. And next Sunday, I might troll through Mecca and probably maybe Sephora as well, just for something different, and let you know my thoughts on any of those new releases, and we can have a chat about them then. And you can tell me as well if you picked up any of the new releases at Mecca And don't forget, FYI, for those of you that haven't been reading your emails, the beauty loot boxes come out on the 30th, which is on Tuesday. Tuesday is the next round of beauty loot boxes. So make sure that you can get into your local Mecca and grab your box. So I think that might be it for today. Like I said, I've run out of things to talk about. So I'm going to jump off and I will see you guys in next week's I'll see you guys in next week's live stream on Sunday. And until then, I hope you guys have a fantastic week and I will see you next weekend. Bye.